Yes, you're not. Wait, hold on. Yes, it's me. No, you're not dreaming. Well, yes, I am a dream, but no, this is reality. I'm back. Hey guys, it's been a minute, but I'm back to talk to y'all. Just give y'all a quick update. So, as you can see by the title, yes, I was fired from my job. Like, what? I feel like, who was it? Trish from Austin and Ally. Who's that character that would always get fired from their jobs? I just feel like one of those characters on like those sitcoms that literally got fired from their job for like no reason. And it's just like, girl, what? I literally got fired because, long story short, I was a server, and if you're a server, you already know what's up, especially like if you work at a restaurant where you gotta do tip out. And it's like, if I'm gonna be tipping out a percentage of my tips, why is it that the busters are not helping the servers bust their tables? And of course, if you're a server, it is your responsibility to make sure that your table is bussed. And typically, you are the one that's responsible for pre-bussing. But pre-bussing literally entails that you bust the dishes, like the appetizers, and let's say you bust the entree, like the dishes for the entree if they order dessert. But if it's like we're literally busting pretty much everything, practically resetting our own table, and it's like we're doing all that and we're still tipping out a percentage of our tip to the busters, why? And even if we weren't tipping out, it's like we're all a team, so we're all supposed to be helping each other. So it's like, whether you're a busser, a server, a food runner, like, if you can help, help. So why is it like, well, it's not my job? And I can't get mad at the busters because that's management that's literally saying, well, don't bust the tables. Da, 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 da. And it's like, why is this a rule? Like, we're all supposed to be helping each other. So I basically got fired for that because I had an attitude, mind you. And literally the day that I got fired, they were trying to imply that I was being negative. If you're firing somebody, how do you expect them to react? But you know what? On to better things. I have another job. I had two jobs at the time, but I'm down one. But it's okay. You know, that's why you should never put all your eggs in one basket because, look, imagine if I only had that job. I would have been like, fuck. But thankfully, I have another job. So, you know, just gonna make sure that I at least maintain that job until better comes. But yeah, y'all. Honestly, y'all, this fashion week, I didn't even do anything. Like, this fashion week, I only did one show. I work with Le Chanteur. If you don't know them, they are a jewelry brand. It's two twin sisters, and they have their own jewelry line. And I got to work with them for their debut New York Fashion Week show, and which was so amazing. Baby, I got to meet Lauryn Hill. I met Joey Badass. I saw Whoopi Goldberg. I mean, and I got to work with the twins for the brand Le Chanteur, okay? So it was pretty dope. It was pretty amazing. I literally went to New York for literally just a day. I was in and out, but it was such a good day. Like, it was pretty dope. I had a really good time. And, oh my god, y'all. Okay, so, you know, for models, they gotta have to do like their practice walk. And so Joey Badass literally walked in the show. But he wasn't there for like the walking rehearsals with all the other models. So I got to practice. I got to be Joey Badass. I got to literally take his place and do the practice walk for the fucking fashion show. And I was just like, y'all, I am one step away from walking the runway for a fashion show. Next year, y'all, Victoria's Secret, y'all gonna see me, okay? I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there! But aside from that, life overall, well, I mean, I just got fired from one of my jobs, so that's that. But I've really been working on being more comfortable with myself and yeah, being more comfortable with myself and being more comfortable in just my being. And it's so funny because if you were to ask me this 6 months ago, oh, are you comfortable with yourself? Are you confident with yourself? I'd be like, hell yeah. But honestly, there's definitely some things that, you know, there's definitely some things that are, you know, that were within me anyways that I didn't really take into consideration or really acknowledge that this might actually be a hindrance to me, especially hindering me from being truly confident. I don't even want to say more confident, but being like embodying confidence, because true confidence is just being stable and secure within yourself and being grounded within yourself. And that's honestly something that I've had a really, really, really difficult connection to for a while. And that's something that I'm learning to rebuild, is rebuild that connection really within myself and being more grounded within myself. And that's something that I'm honestly working on. Like, transparent moment, I'm really working on being more grounded and secure within my state of being, in my body, like in my body. Because like I've lived let me rephrase this. For a while, I've lived so detached, like emotionally detached, just detached from my body. Like, I was here but not here. You know, I was like, I'm existing but I'm not living. The best way to put it was like or I was existing, but I wasn't living. Like, my body was here, but just that energy, that zest, that life was non-existent. And that's like a spark that I'm truly reanimating, and not only reanimating it but also maintaining. And in order to do that, I have to be more secure and grounded and balanced within myself. So that's something that I've really been focusing on, when it comes to me. And I trust in it. I trust in myself. Self-trust is so important, and honoring my emotions, honoring how I feel. I feel like I used to be so scared, like seriously, like really, like even now, like sometimes I'm just like so scared of like my emotions, because I'm like, oh my god, if I feel this way, then that means I have to respond this way, and I don't feel secure enough to even respond that way. And it's just like this loop, and it's just like it all just goes back, and it all just goes back to not feeling secure within myself. And in order to do that, I have to just, really be within myself, and trust myself and ground to myself. And from there, I can really like take appropriate action. And so that's just definitely something that I've, been learning and I'm mastering. So, you know, I mastered it. Yes. But yeah, really just like, instead of thinking how I am, feeling how I am, that doesn't negate being aware of myself, and that doesn't also negate like strategizing, like, you know what, maybe if I show up in this way, this may not be the most effective. But also too, incorporating more of feeling, because I can think my personality all day long, but even if I think a way, it can still come across as flat. I have to really allow myself to feel, like, let that energy come through. So that's something that I'm practicing and honoring and strengthening. Y'all, like, my life, I just need my life to change tremendously, but for the better. Like, I need my life to shift tremendously and just like transform, but like upgrade, like, like just top notch. Like, I just needed to, yeah, make sure there's still battery. I just need my life to transform for the absolute better. Like, just like, just so, like, just like, oh my god, this is my life. This is my, like, this is, I can't believe this is my life. Like, I need my life to transform for the better. Like, okay, for one, having my own place. Okay, having my own place. For two, just being in my career, like getting paid to do what I love, which is creating. I love to make films. I love fashion. I love beauty. I love talking and expressing myself. I really do. Like, just being in that state of flow and just honoring me. I just love it. So definitely getting paid to make videos, which I have. Okay, I've gotten paid to make videos. I've done it before. I can do it again. Getting paid to make videos, getting paid for fashion, getting paid to express myself, getting paid to live my truth. Okay, and honoring that and not being ashamed of that. Like, that is just like, oh yes. And definitely having a healthy social life, like having healthy connections, being able to attract and maintain healthy connections, and being able to co-create with awesome people, and be able to experience life with awesome people, and just truly like savoring life for all its sweetness, and getting out of that bitter, dry energy and into the sweet, fertile energy of life. That is definitely something or things that will happen. It is. It is. It is. It is. You heard it here first, y'all. It's gonna happen. So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised when y'all see me, you know, walking Victoria's Secret. When y'all see me on the commercials. When y'all see me just living it up, baby. Because it's happening. Okay? But yeah, I just wanted to give y'all a quick life update. I've been kind of MIA, especially on this channel, but y'all, I will not abandon y'all. I did not abandon y'all. I'm here, and I'm fierce. But speaking of which, I'm about to go get ready for work, you know, get that money. But in the meantime, make sure to stay fly, never be dry, and always be fierce. You will definitely be seeing more of me. But until then, bye.